Every October, roughly 42.3 billion artists gather at theinternet.com to participate in Inktober. Join artist and fish tamer Mary Doodles as she walks you through her Inktober adventure. Greetings, Doodlebugs. This is Mary, and this is my Inktober flip book. I participated in Inktober this year, and I believe this is the first year that I actually fully completed it. It is a 31-day drawing challenge. I started with these title cards. I made one and was not satisfied with it. So then I made another and was not satisfied with it. And then I made a third card that I was somewhat satisfied with. You can't really linger too long on things. So this is the start of the challenge. I went off of the official Inktober prompts this year. This first one was ring. So naturally there's this octopus king. And the second one was mindless. So I did this illustration of a girl who looks not unlike my friend Juliet, who is riddled with cats. And then we come to bait was the prompt for the image on the left. And I believe freezing or freeze was the prompt for the image on the right. Let me just check my sketchbook. This is my sketchbook right now. Let's see here. This was really helpful this year for Inktober. I wrote down real quick all of the prompts. I also numbered some of the pages in my book, doing a bit of a bullet journal style here. Using a numbering system and this Inktober index, I was able to continuously go back to it and reference what the prompt of the day was and what page those sketches were on. So on this page, we move forward to build was the prompt on the left, husky on the right. These early ones, I am honestly not the most satisfied with these drawings. They were done pretty hastily. And I was also coming off of a bit of a break. I took a hiatus from art and YouTube. Using this challenge to get myself back in a drawing habit has been really helpful in just getting the cobwebs dusted off. I mean, by this point, the why bother image, the prompt was enchanted. I think I really started hitting my stride, but it took 7 days. It took a full week to start getting into drawings that I felt proud of. So this day was this is one day. I did 2 images. The prompt was swing. Swing was the prompt. And I made this one first on the right, and then I spilled ink all over it in a really cool way. But then I got self-conscious, so I just remade the image. In hindsight, I probably didn't need to do that, and I'm hoping I can remember that for the future. On our left here, the prompt was pattern, so I went with the Mary Doodles cat. I really appreciated this one for getting me to just simplify things and do the same thing over and over again. Pattern drawing, I love, and I keep forgetting that. It's so beneficial in forcing you to simplify, and the final results are usually pretty amazing. So if you're ever at a loss as to what to draw, just pick one thing and do it again and do it again and just fill the page. It may feel, for me, I feel like I'm not being creative. I feel like I'm cheating. But the end result is usually pretty cool. And then on the right here, we have an image. Snow was the prompt. So, of course, I did a Yeti. Lovely Yeti cartoon. And over here, we have a dragon for this day. And Ash was day 13. So at this point, we're almost 2 weeks in. I definitely was starting to loosen up and become a little less of a perfectionist. So I was just starting to get out of my head about doing perfect art. Oh, and this side here, the prompt was overgrown. There's kind of a tattoo element to this one. I've been studying tarot, and in studying that, iconography is the word I'm thinking of. Just very simple images that get the point across real quick. I think in studying that lately really helped out with Inktober, and Inktober really helped out with getting those concepts in my mind that we don't have to get super detailed with things. Sometimes less is more. So this on the left is the prompt was wild, and then the right, the prompt was ornament. This was initially going to be a Christmas ornament design with a hook and everything. And then it just kind of became this cartoonish Krampus. But the image, as you can see, it's almost like a big block. Like you could cut it out as a stamp or cut out a piece of wood real easily. This side too, the yoga image, I kind of based off of a tarot card. You might hear me talk about tarot more coming up. I just on a whim 2 years ago, I decided I want to design a deck. That was 2 years ago. I've kind of gone down a rabbit hole, but I really hope to get a deck out by next year. I think that'd be super fun. So leave a comment if you think that's something that you'd want to see. I want to hear if doodlebugs are into that or if this is just my own side project I should keep to myself. All right, this on the left, the prompt was misfit. And on the right, the prompt was sling. I figure, why not add cats? Let's see where this goes. Let's not judge the ideas as they come. Same thing with sling. I almost hesitated on this. I thought maybe this is a little too dark. But then I remembered there's no such thing. And then we move on to day 20 is tread. I never signed it. Whoops. And treasure is the prompt for the image on the right. Treasure. 2 more images that kind of have a little bit of a tarot hint. I started sketching this one out, the tread side, and it was just reminding me of the moon card. So I'm leaning into that. And I was trying to keep in mind with these images that while they don't have to be beautiful, perfect masterpieces, I do want to use them as prototypes for perhaps future images and future drawings or projects. Same with this side. I really want to do a painting on this page of this ghost. Ghost was the prompt for the image on the left, and the image on the right was ancient. Just doing something simple, cartoonish. I don't think I had much time on this page. I remember that. I was trying to really zip through, and that felt good. If there's one thing I learned from Inktober, it's flow. Keep it flowing. Keep moving. That's what I learned. That's how I work best. And it depends on the project too, honestly. So here on the left, the prompt for this image was dizzy. And here with the tasty image with the pumpkin, there's like this smoke effect that was really these stipple dots. It was going to be neat little tiny dots, but my hand kept brushing it and smudging it. So I ended up quickly going through and using my thumb to smudge these carefully laid dots to create this smoky look. I've gotten into the, Pentel Pocket Brush Pen. It's the closest thing to portable India ink out there that I've experienced. Image on the right, the prompt was darkness. On the other right is coat, dark and coat. Yes, something happened. I think the cat's upper lip just became one sentient mustache. And that's okay because it's art and anything goes. All right, on this page on the left, our prompt was ride, really getting into the Halloween theme with this witchy witch. The prompt was injured. So we got this old cowboy here with a hidden skull. Really getting sketchy. I did something real quick and loose. The feathers on this vulture, they're just so swooshy wooshy. And that's one of my favorite parts about this pen. You can really get those brush effects. In the beginning, I felt like I was very uptight with my brush strokes. As the month went on, I realized, oh no, I do need to just loosen it up and let it go. Here on the left, the prompt was catch. And this is the first and only image that I made for Inktober this year that was liquid black India ink. And then on the right, the prompt, it was ripe. The prompt was ripe. It was the very last one of the month. All done. I don't know if you can spot the difference between the two different kinds of pens. I used the pocket brush pen on the actual right and the liquid black India ink on the actual left image here. I think with the liquid black India ink, you can get some more of those gray tones. It's got a little more of a painterly look, sort of like scary stories to tell in the dark. And there's a little repeat of the little skull baby from sling from day 19. And that was my Inktober experience. Hello, Doodlebugs. It's Mary. Thank you very much for watching this video to the end. I just wanted to quick go over some of the materials that I used to create these Inktober drawings. For those of you who are interested, maybe want to get some, try them yourself, as well as share some updates with you, because it's been a while. New videos are going to be coming out every Saturday now. Next week is going to be a inking tutorial. The How to Art series is coming back. So you know where to find me on the internet. Mary Doodles. Great. Wonderful. And for those of you who are interested in buying any of these Inktober drawings, they are on my website in my shop right now. Most all of them are still available. Patrons on Patreon had first dibs at claiming their drawing at half the cost. So that offer is still available. If you're a patron, you can go sign up there, check it out. There's instructions on how to set aside your drawing. It's first come, first serve. So whatever's available, you can go get that. Okay, as far as the materials I used this year, this is what I fell in love with. I may have ranted and raved about it, but this is the Pentel Pocket Brush Pen. I got it off Amazon. Everything I'm mentioning, there's links in the description below if you want to get them yourself. La 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 la. That's a really bad line. This is my new favorite toy. It is the closest thing to liquid black India ink in a portable device. You can get these refillable cartridges for it too. I only went through maybe 1.5 this year for Inktober. Oh yeah, I'm running low. Getting there. This was something that was recommended to me earlier this year and I love it. I love it so much. Mwah. We're gonna get married. And then the paper I used was Bristol board paper. This is the actual exact brand and packet that I got. It's from Strathmore Vellum Bristol board, so it's very smooth and fine. I chopped them up into these 5-inch square pieces, which that is, I think next time I do any sort of drawing challenge, that is the way to go. I just picked one dimension and decided all of these drawings are going to be this size. I didn't want to put the drawings in a sketchbook because then I felt like I would be beholden to lugging this book around everywhere I went. Should I travel? Should I be running short on time and needing to do these Inktober drawings out and about? Having these loose leaf papers were really nice. It just made the process way more convenient, took the guesswork out, and I really like this dimension of working. You know, it's not too small, not too big for me, personal preference. There you go. And then there's the liquid black India ink. I always have to mention that. I have a big thing of it, and I will put it oftentimes. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. If you do a lot of inking, like I'll order the large thing in bulk, and then you can just put it in whatever extra jars you have hanging around. Fun story. There was a time where I opened my ink and I found mold on the top. So clean your jars before you put your ink in. I'm a filthy animal. And as far as brushes go, I have a lot of watercolor brushes. Those work very well for liquid black ink if you're dipping your brush in and painting. You can also get these, well, this is a little frayed. I'm afraid it's a bit frayed, but this is a Sumie Japanese brush brush. If you just look up Japanese calligraphy brushes or bamboo brushes, these are really lovely for giving you a variety of strokes in one brush. And again, these are all supplies that I got online, and there's links below where you can get those. I got tutorials here on my channel that you can check out to help you out. And next week, I'm going to be posting an inking tutorial. Yay! And that's about it. Thank you very much for watching, Doodlebugs. It's great to be back. I will be posting a video in the future, most likely, regarding this hiatus and burnout and mental health and all that important stuff. But until then, I just want to let you know that I'm very thankful you're here and watching and excited to be bringing new videos back. If there's anything that you want to see me make in the future, just comment below. I love hearing your feedback. And it's helpful to this channel. Having come back from a break, it's going to take a little time to get that momentum going. If you want to help spread the word that the doodle videos are back, I would love that. Share these videos, like them. It'll be very helpful in getting word out that the doodles are back. So thanks for watching. Goodbye.